What's going on, party people? Back with some more Little Cup action. Today we are going into ADV Little Cup UU. So ADV Little Cup underused. That's right, this is a new tier, I think. And they're doing a whole tournament about it on Smogon. I'll get the link open here, but yeah. Hosted by Xzeroxman, Winterbub, Donbone Jones, and of course, everyone's favorite tournament host, Empty Wisdom. And yeah, there's money on the line, and basically what ADV Little Cup UU is, basically all these Pokemon down here that you can probably barely see on your screen are banned. And so if you do want to know what is legal, we're basically looking at these Pokemon amongst others. So keep an eye out for Pokemon like Porygon and Growlithe and all of their buddies. And yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this tier. I feel like a lot of people don't really know anything because this tier's just kind of getting started. So there you go. I've heard lots of good things about ADV Little Cup, so ADV Little Cup UU should be lots of fun. And before I get into today's match, I hit 100 subs today. I'm recording this on Saturday. I'm going to post this on Sunday, but yeah, just hit 100 subs. Just want to say thanks on the 250th video on the channel as well. So thanks so much for the support. Anyways, yeah, we got Xzeroxman versus MidnightCowboi. Xzeroxman does some Little Cup stuff sometimes on YouTube, so I'll be sure to link his channel in the description of this video. He goes live sometimes and does Little Cup stuff. Sometimes. Yeah, no team preview. Nothing really to go over. You know what Pokemon to expect. Probably some of these guys. I don't know what to expect. I really don't know anything. as you already know. So let's get into it here. So we've got a Tentacool lead from Xzeroxman. A Growlithe lead from MidnightCowboi. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay, into the Clamperl. It takes the Hydro Pump. A couple things to note. This is Generation 3, so there's obviously no Eviolite. You're going to see a lot of Citrus Berry. You're going to see a lot of stat boosting berries as well. Clamperl should still have the Deep Sea Tooth scale to boost its special attack. I believe that's still a thing in Generation 3. However, Shell Smash is obviously not a thing yet, so this thing is still slow as hell, but should still be hitting pretty hard. Yeah. Gonna take a Hidden Power Electric or Grass, and then a big Surf Crate. You see, Clamperl can get a real lot of damage out. And then boom, Citrus Berry, boosting the HP right back to full. Fires off another Hidden Power, lives. Then Clamperl does a Hidden Power of their own. Psychic? Perhaps? Probably Electric, actually, now that I think about it. That thing drops. In comes the Poliwag. Poliwag is very fast, by the way. Just going to revenge kill here with what's surely a Hidden Power Electric. Super effective damage. Here's a Coughing from Xzeroxman. This Poliwag just sets up sub. It's going to be faster than most things in the tier here. It's going to lose itself to a Sludge Bomb there. I'm just going to keep setting up. Something tells me this Porygon might be subbing down to a Berry and getting that activated. That seems to be a common strategy in this tier. Subs down again. Xzeroxman just keep going for subs. No free, or a Sludge Bomb, no free subs here. There's the Pataya Berry as expected. Again, Porygon is hella fast, so Hydro Pump, it's gonna be absorbed by Xzeroxman's own Poliwag. In comes Onix, maybe scouting for the HP Electric, or don't we already know that? Yeah, no, I think we already knew that, didn't we? Yes, we did. Onix can click Endure here, probably bringing it down to a Berry of its own. Ice Beam will do that, clicking a more accurate move there, and there is the Slack Berry, so it's going to be able to outspeed now. MidnightCowboi just going into Duskull, that has the Levitate ability, so it's not going to take anything from this. And then a Rock Slide follow-up. It's going to drop to a Shadow Ball. Okay, so Xzeroxman is trying to get something out of this Onix before just letting it sack. Here's the Growlithe. Growlithe is a Pokemon that's impressed me quite a bit from the few little replays I've watched so far. In comes MidnightCowboi's own Growlithe to take the Fire Blast. Looks like it might be a 2-hit KO with a roll. MidnightCowboi's going right for the agility, winning a speed tie potentially here. Xzeroxman just subs down. Okay. Its sub's going to get broken due to a Fire Blast, and just goes for a Fire Blast her own. Does the same damage as last time, 45%. There's a Pataya Berry from this very fast Growlithe. Not enough to knock that thing out, and it's going to drop to a Thief. Clicking the more accurate move there. Smart idea. Thief seems to be a common move from what I've seen so far, too, from the few replays. Eats its Citrus Berry. Here's a Tailo from MidnightCowboi. strong, fast Pokemon. It's 19 speed, can speed tie something like Porygon. Goes through the turn. Coffee needs his berry. Here's the Duskull from MidnightCowboi. Thief gonna take its citrus berry as well. So Coffee and citrus up again here. Gonna live a Sludge Bomb. Oh, and this Duskull's just gonna thief its own berry back. Okay. Now I've seen everything. And then eats that berry. Interesting interaction. Okay, another Sludge Bomb. Still no poison. Setting up a sub. Okay. Sub seems to be quite a common move here in this tier as well. Coffin switching up to T-Bolt here. Gonna do a bit more damage. Able to break sub. I'm guessing Xeroxman was really fishing for a poison earlier there. Take Shadow Balls from this Duskull. Just gonna live a T-Bolt. And doesn't quite get the kill. Gets a Spadef draw. Not like that matters with a Shadow Ball. And then just gonna knock this thing out with a Thief. Again, clicking the most accurate move. Maybe saving PP just in case too. Here's a Dratini. This thing does get Dragon Dance, by the way. Gonna get a revenge kill with a return. Hits 15 speed. Coughing gets 14, yeah. Here's a Tailo from Xeroxman. It's a big double edge. Holy jumping. That was a crit, though. Poliwag comes in here. Tail switch out into Poliwag here. On the Hidden Power Electric, okay. Maybe a sack situation here. MidnightCowboi wins a speed tie here. Gets a revenge kill. Here's the Tailo coming right back out. So I'm thinking this Tailo's probably choice banded. Because, yeah, you get the quick attack. Oh, yeah, that's banded from that damage. You gotta think, right? No berry from that Tailo either, so... Yeah, definitely choice banded Tailo. Probably switched out so you can switch moves. And then out-prioritize his Poliwag and get the win. So there you have it. Xeroxman up 1-0 here in his ADV Little Cup UU match. Let's get into the next game. Okay, go. Game 2, Xeroxman. MidnightCowboi. Let's get into it here. Growlithe lead from Xeroxman. Growlithe lead from MidnightCowboi. Okay, again, Intimidates off right away. Switching to Clamperl. Familiar Pokemon from the last match there. Sets up a sub. Gets up a Hidden Power Grass, potentially. And obviously, that sub is going to break to a Surf. Switching to Poliwag to maybe absorb something. Does MidnightCowboi predict this? No. Goes right for the Surf yet again, playing it safe. Take a super effective Hidden Power there, probably Electric. Probably have Electric of its own. Does tons to this Poliwag. Gets its Citrus Berry activated. And then gets a revenge kill with another Hidden Power. Poliwag's such a good Pokemon, just so fast. Here's a Tailo from MidnightCowboi. Onyx is the switch-in of choice. Can't imagine this thing can do anything to an Onyx. That's just crazy. Little Cup's just got such a high power level. Just for the HP stats that we see here, that still does 35% to that Onyx. This Duskull switches then on a Rock Slide. I'm still thinking that might be a banded Tailo, though, just from that damage. I mean, it's a freaking Onyx, right? Growlithe switching in here, gets the Intimidate off. The Toxic on the Growlithe. Okay, good play. Certainly can be useful. Dratini switching in here for MidnightCowboi. Takes a Fire Blast, no burn. Probably has Shed Skin, yeah. Seems to be its only ability. Duskull switching in here. There's the Dragon Dance, as advertised. And actually, the Dragon Dance Toxic, okay. It's going to drop to an Ice Beam, though, from this Duskull, which I think gets Calm Mind as well. So, something to watch out for. Growlithe coming out here. What's going to happen? Onyx comes in on the Growlithe. Yeah, one of these things packing Hidden Power Grass. We might find out here as it sets up a sub. Earthquake's gonna break that. Onyx surprisingly fast, hitting 17 speed. We've seen agility from the Growlithe. And gets the KO with the Hidden Power, most likely Grass. Here's Drowsy. Switching in. Drowsy, very good Pokemon. Gets access to Calm Mind. Takes a Fire Blast, gets burned, unfortunately. It sets up a Calm Mind, but after burn... Oh, right, Citrus. Okay, it's going to be able to take another hit here. Gotta get used to that. Citrus Berry. Sets up a sub. Drowsy's okay just breaking that. MidnightCowboi might be subbing down to a Berry here and letting Toxic damage rack up. That seems to be the play. Psychic's gonna break that. So one more here. Yeah, I wonder if a Pitaya boosted Fire Blast is gonna break a sub here. You see the Pitaya? Yep, there we go. We'll have to find out. Goes for it, gets the KO. Okay. There you have it. Charmander coming out here. That might have been a close call, actually. Takes Fire Blast pretty well, resist a hit, puts it into Blaze range. Would have gotten the KO on that Growlithe either way. We see the Poliwag come out here as MidnightCowboi's last Pokemon. Gets the KO with the Hidden Power just in case I'm going to go Porygon on the water move. No reason not to click that. You can get KO either way. Wins a speed tie here. Xzeroxman, that is, gets Hidden Power Electric off. Both players switching, trading Hidden Powers here. And MidnightCowboi wins the speed tie that matters and gets the KO here. Duskull comes out. Takes some toxic damage, of course. Tailo switching in here. Takes the Psychic pretty well. Duskull must not be the strongest Pokemon. Hidden Power does tons of damage. And this tail will drop to an Ice Beam as the Duskull will drop to toxic damage here. As the Poliwag comes out. Oh, no, it will not. That's right, Citrus Berry. Okay, so there you go. Poliwag just going to stall this thing out one turn here. Set up a sub. So I bring it down to a berry, perhaps. Have we seen a berry from this thing? Oh, there we go. Pitaya. And Surf, or Hydro Pump, rather. Yeah, gets the KO on the Duskull. And Growlithe's surely going to drop to, it might be Hydro. Do they have got Surf, even? Oh, they got the Hydro Pump. Okay, so that's what they're going to click. Probably no Surf, then. I think probably last move would be Ice Beam, you'd imagine. And MidnightCowboi getting the win. Tying things up at 1. Let's get into the third and deciding game here. Alright, here we go. Game 3, Xeroxman, MidnightCowboi. Winner wins this match. Let's move on. Okay, so we got a Tentacool lead from Xeroxman. Tailo lead from MidnightCowboi. Let's fix the window here. A little bit. Goes for the return. Lands on the Onix. Switching in. Duskull comes out. It's a Rock Slide. Having some deja vu here. I feel like saw a lot of this interaction last time as well. Tentacool coming back out on the Toxic. Great play by Xeroxman there. Clamperl switching in. So MidnightCowboi bringing the Clamperl for the third game in a row here. As this Tentacool just sets up a sub. And fires off a Hidden Power. It's Grass or Electric. As Clamperl goes for the Hidden Power Electric most likely. Tentacool clicking it again here. Clamperl doesn't quite get the KO. Tentacool is low though. It's going to get a Citrus activated and be able to get a KO on the Clamperl. Yeah, so that thing drops. A little underwhelmed with Clamperl, not going to lie. Here's the Poliwag, the water type I'm much more impressed with. It's a super effective Hidden Power Electric off on this thing. Tentacool also clicking Hidden Power. Poliwag gets its Pitaya Berries, so that puts it just in range. As the Onix comes out. Switching in on the Hidden Power Electric, though. Oh, just clicks Endure. Yeah, okay, we saw a strategy in game 1. Gonna bring that thing down to a Slack, most likely. Yes. And that scares that thing out and comes a Duskull. Yeah, Porygon way too, or Poliwag rather, way too important to just sack it here. Duskull gets a Citrus activated here. Takes another Rock Slide. No flinch. Gets the KO with the Shadow Ball. So Onix is done. Here's the Growlithe. Gets the Intimidate off. That's going to weaken the Shadow Balls here. MidnightCowboi just going in their own Growlithe here. Xeroxman sets up a sub. So likely has a berry. A stat boosting berry, that is. Clicks it again. Maybe it's an agility one from Xeroxman. Who knows? Tentacool coming out here for Xeroxman. On a missed Fire Blast. Surely that would have put it close enough to a KO there. Probably wouldn't have killed, I don't think. Oh, and then Tentacool misses a Hydro Pump there as the Duskull switches in. Gets a bit of chip here with Hidden Power. I'm going to just survive a Shadow Ball. So Tentacool's low. Ooh, and it was in range of Hydro Pump, so able to get the KO there on the follow-up. Poliwag switching in here. gets a revenge kill with hidden power. We see a coughing come out here for Xzeroxman. Full HP. Take an Ice Beam nicely. Just get the revenge kill with T-Bolt after taking that hit. Not quite in range of a Citrus Berry, though. Growlithe switching in gets Intimidate off. Growlithe switching in here for Xzeroxman. Fire Blast. It's looking like a 2-hit KO. Gotta win a Speed Tie, though. Oh, just right, the Citrus Berry. There he goes. I guess it wasn't a stat boosting berry. After all, Dratini switching in here for MidnightCowboi. Thief takes that thing Citrus Berry. Okay, awesome. Coughing comes in here for Xzeroxman. On a Dragon Dance. Okay, ooh, is this Coughing in range of a return? No, it is not. Just misses out on the KO. That could have been 1 HP. It just blows up. It's one way you can deal with the Dratini. A Sludge Bomb probably wasn't going to get there. Growlithe switching in here. Xzeroxman reveals their Porygon. Big surprise. Gets the Hydro Pump KO. And that just leaves Tailo. See what this thing locks itself into, potentially being Choice Banded. Gets intimidated by the Growlithe. Do we see Xzeroxman switch back out here after getting its berry activated? I think we might. No, it stays in. But maybe we would see a second Intimidate, but that might be a path to losing. But oh yeah, it just drops straight up to a Fire Blast there. Tailo not very bulky on the defensive side, though can hit pretty hard and it's pretty fast. But yeah, Xzeroxman gonna get the win here in 3 games. And there you have it. So I don't know how extensively I'm going to be covering this tour. I'll probably cover a match here and there. Looks interesting. I'll be sure to keep my eyes out for what's going on with all that. But yeah, ADV Little Cup UU looks like a lot of fun. Again, I'm going to keep my eyes on that. But yeah, congrats to Xzeroxman for winning that match. And be sure to like, subscribe, and all that if you enjoyed that. And thanks for watching. Peace.